Alright guys, I'm gonna be making a quick tutorial of Call of Duty Point of Contact, Call of Duty Ghosts Point of Contact, just so you folks can, mostly for new players, can navigate your way through all these challenges and overall learn how to play the game without messing up. Now this is probably about 7 years too late. This game has been out for a very long time and not a lot of players nowadays, but whatever, it is what it is. Let me show you how this works. I'm gonna go into a solo match right here. I'm gonna briefly cover some of the main questions I get from people, new players, just so you have an idea before I go into the game. And I got about an hour of recording time on here, so I have to wrap it up fairly quickly. When you go into your loadouts, a lot of the questions that I get are basically what it costs for some of these things. Your standard double class, it's 1,000 teeth. After that, your cryptid ammo is 500 teeth. Master scavenger is another 200, and so you can have a pistol arc is 125. All in all, between all of these things that you can purchase, you need to get the map packs for you to have access to some of these upgrades in your loadout. All in all, there's a total of 2,522 teeth that you have to get to unlock everything. That's on average about anywhere from 200 to 300 games at most that you finished, and you should have enough teeth to really unlock everything here. So I'm gonna show you my loadout real quick. I'm gonna run a tank and weapon specialist. This is just your basic point of contact. I'm not doing hardcore. I already have cryptid ammo. I'm doing feral so that I can show you at least some of the glitches, LOLs, and things like that, and so that I can point out throughout the game, you know, how you can spot the aliens. You'll see what I mean when we start playing here. Aside from this, I've been playing this for a very long time, probably since a few months after this game came out in November of 2013. I have legit almost 5,600 games, and you'll see when I play. I'll be able to talk my way through some of this stuff. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys, but I'm just gonna start the match and go from there. Alright, so right off the bat, as soon as it starts, you press the select button. The very first thing I do is upgrade to my arc for my pistol. That actually is extremely helpful in this game, and you can definitely see what I'm talking about when you shoot at the aliens. I am a tank, so I already start with a flare, but as you can see, there's another flare right there already. I immediately throw a flare to the other side as soon as I start, so the aliens can stay on that side over there, and basically this is a free challenge. I mean, I can shoot them if I want to, but it's unnecessary. And I do that because I play with a lot of new people, to be honest, and they tend to mess this challenge up, especially when it's the knife, the aliens only. They tend to mess that up big time. So I try to throw a flare on that side so the aliens can stay there. There's a tank right here. It's perfectly lined up so that you can blow them all up. Literally, as they come, they just burn up, if you see that. Hold on a second. I'll let them go, it's fine. I'm gonna show you a trick right here, and I really suggest you guys look up point of contact glitches, Call of Duty point of contact glitches. It's a different video on YouTube. It'll show you a bunch of different glitches that you can do. This is what you're gonna do with your basic ammo and the sniper rifle. You just shoot LOL in that order, and then you throw your feral. What that does for you, it's basically gonna make the aliens grow. They're gonna glow for the entirety of the game. So long as you don't go down, and so long as you don't throw feral again, they're gonna keep on glowing. I'm gonna move a lot of these tanks, and I'll do my searches while the drill is doing its job, because like I said, I got an hour to get this done, and about 5 minutes of that was spent just talking at the beginning. So here's one challenge that people, this is amazing to me, but they mess up constantly. check this out. Knife one, shoot one time, it's at 100%. You cannot get it any higher than 100%, so don't shoot. This is a simple knife challenge. That is all this is. There's no need to shoot and do anything else. Just knife them, that's all you gotta do. I'm gonna level up my class a little bit here. There's no need to really level up my ammo just yet. This is the very beginning of the game. Nothing that comes out at you is gonna be threatening in any way, especially if you're shooting cryptid. So no need to level up things unnecessarily that you don't need. So I don't care if they're on the drill doesn't die immediately. That's not a problem. Just focus on, you know, doing the challenges and not shooting. That's all you gotta do. Just knife. So I'll try to move some of these tanks. As best as I can a little bit while I'm playing over here.
They're attacking the drill.
So if you see, they're on the drill, but to be honest, these guys are so weak that I can leave the drill on its own, and by the time the drill runs out, there's not enough time for that alien to really destroy it, so I'm not concerned with saving the drill. Actually, I'm gonna put all the tanks up here while I'm at it. See what I mean? Easy stuff, guys. You just don't shoot. I gotta keep that drill moving though, because I don't have a lot of time. Alright. Let's do the next challenge and see what it is. So there's a bunch of different loadouts that you can run in this game, guys. When you're playing solo, the truth of the matter is that, you know, the game is not going to throw a lot of stuff at you. This is a challenge with traps. You just got to turn these 2 traps on. That's more than enough to get this thing done. So, you know, what loadout you decide to run, do what's comfortable for you. It becomes more imperative when, if you're running, like, I don't know, let's say you're running, Jesus, what's this thing? I'm drawing a blank over here. I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. My bad. I'm just trying to move some of these tanks around so that I can line them all up over there and go from there. Those traps really are your friends, so just put those traps to work. They'll do a lot for you guys, so you don't have to fire at everything. And then I'll finish searching here in a minute.
The drill is halfway there.
I was gonna say earlier, okay, here's an arc attachment. This is some of the stuff that you get once you have a Master Scavenger. You tend to find arcs and, you know, extended magazines and things like that. Another thing that I see quite often people messing up on is, you know what, I'm gonna buy nah, never mind. I'm not. Another thing I see people do unnecessarily is fixing the drill when it's at like 70% as soon as it turns yellow. It's unnecessary, guys. There's no need for it. So unless the drill is down to like 30%, you really shouldn't have to fix anything. You shouldn't need to fix anything. So I can leave the drill right now, and I don't care if the aliens get on it. It's fine. They don't have enough time to kill it. It's not a big deal. I just want to take this time and search a little bit. When the challenge is over, they're gonna come to me anyway, so they're trying to kill me and the drill, so it's really not a problem. Let's see what's up here real quick. There's a bunch of search boxes everywhere. Unless you're a master scavenger, guys, for the most part, the way you could tell, there's two ways. if you see somebody with an eyeball as their icon, chances are they're Master Scavenger. Chances are they got most of the stuff already. But when they throw a flare out, if that flare glows red, that's how you could tell they have Master Scavenger. If the flare glows green, then no, they do not have Master Scavenger, and that means that they usually can't find stuff like that. So you're really, if you're playing with somebody that's like a max rank, they got the eyeball, let them search, because they can find you stuff, you know, much better than what you're gonna find. Another stupid thing that I see quite often is people searching with a pistol. You're not gonna find anything with a pistol, okay? You wanna ideally search with either a shotgun, a sniper, an LMG, things of that nature that would give you attachments, usable attachments like, you know, grips and extended magazines and things like that. So as you can see, the aliens are starting to spawn. You have anywhere from about 3 minutes or so in between hives, from the time that, you know, the drill is done to when they start spawning again. So that's about it. It's not exact, but roughly 3 minutes. So as you can see on this one, this is what, propane. Look, I'm just gonna throw a flare right here. I got a bunch of propanes that I moved already. It really should only take one propane, okay? It's only 5 aliens. It should only take one propane tank. When you're playing in the lobby, no, when you're playing in a group and it's about 4 people, then that's different. That's now 10 that you have to get. But if you see here, that's the challenge right there. Simple as that. And I'm not a big fan of the sniper. I freaking hate the sniper, so as soon as I do the LOL, I get rid of that sucker if I have to. I don't really need it. And like I said, in this beginning parts right here, there's not a lot that's gonna kill you, so it's not really necessary to level up a lot of, like, your whole class all the way to the max or put level 4 ammo. There's really no need for any of that stuff. As you can see, that the trap is putting in some work. I could just sit right here and pick them out as they come at me. No need to be running around. I still have to go over there and search though. So, but I already have extended mags and an arc, so there's not much that I really need, to be honest. I'll go and search though. See what else I can find over here. There's another extended mag right there. And as you can see, if you change, if you pick up the same stuff that you have already, they can stay on the drill. I already have extended mags equipped. If I picked up another one that changes the color of your gun, it works the same thing with if you have a rapid fire and you pick up another rapid fire, it's going to change the color of your gun. Things like that. It's pretty cool to have a gold gun, but it's just really not necessary anyway. That's pretty much most of the searches. I'm not too worried about the searches. I already got everything I really need for the whole game anyway. So when you do the tanks, when you're playing in a group of people, it works best. That's 3 arcs already just in this part of the game. When you do these tanks, it works best if you do one at a time. But if it's just me by myself, I don't really care. I just want to get this stuff done and over with. I know there was another flare over here somewhere, and I'm losing it right now. Where was it? Ah, here it is. Ah. I may be getting old, but I still remember where my flares are. Here's a spot that you could just hang up here. And be mindful, I'm not a medic. I'm running tank and weapon specialist, so the scorpions could technically get me, but I'm not overly concerned with that. I'm gonna throw a flare so I can keep them off my back for a little while, and I could just focus on shooting this thing up. And the sooner I can kill this thing, the sooner I can get out of here. That's basically the gist of it. I'll call my vultures so they can put in some work and get rid of some of those scorpions while I'm doing this. I could activate my weapon specialist, but if I do that, basically I'm gonna lose my LOL. So that's pretty much the first hive.
Let's move up.
Stay frosty. We got more
Let me
targets
go,
to clear.
there's usually a rhino up here. There he is. Go say hi to him real quick. Okay. Grab this. This is pretty much the only gun I run throughout the whole game right here. I just activated my tank, so he can't really hurt me right now. So you can see that it's flashing on the screen right there. Alright. So I kind of have to go a little bit faster and try to get these challenges done. And I'll search along the way. And try to move the tanks along the way as best as I can. Let's see what this first challenge is. Don't use any abilities, so I want to throw ammo right away because I won't be able to in a second. That way I can get my cryptid ammo on this new gun. And with those traps right there, again, they're going to do the majority of the work. I'm not going to have to worry too much about that. Now, I don't want to really throw anything out. I don't want to buy my I don't want to buy my shield. I don't want to really do anything that's going to mess up this challenge. So just don't throw anything out. That's really how you beat this challenge right here. Just don't throw anything out.
Nice.
Just going to move some of these tanks around. I got to pretend to cover the drill every once in a while so they don't really hurt it too much. There's a grip right there. So at this point I basically have not Master Scavenger, I have Extended Mags, I have an Arc, and I have a grip. There's really nothing else that I'm going to need in this entire game. Just want to get rid of some of these aliens without blowing up my tanks. Because, I mean, it sucks having to do all this work and shoot my own tanks.
Look out. The drill is halfway there.
And my fences are coming out. That's one thing you got to keep an eye out.
Fence is live.
Just keep these fences. They're gonna put in a bunch of work, and you don't have to do a lot. I think I only had 3. These guys are a little bit stronger, so they tend to survive the fence. But again, you're shooting cryptid ammo, so you're not really gonna run into a lot of stuff that can kill you when you're shooting cryptid ammo, guys. I got a little too much money, so I'm gonna call my vulture out so it can do some work. And go back to moving my tanks.
Scorpion.
So again, the rule of thumb is, unless that drill is down to like 30% or something, there's really no need for you to be touching it or fixing it or anything. It's really unnecessary. I'm gonna call out my shield over here so I don't forget to do it later on. And really the only thing that can hurt me for the most part in this game is those scorpions. And they get on me like white on rice. That is fine. So you can see I'm not shooting at any of these guys. I'm just focused on moving my tanks, and even my little vulture that's not maxed out has got more than enough to get the job done here. Alright, let's clean house real quick over here. Let's move this drill to the next spot. Now, there's no real sequence that you have to follow. I mean, you can do them however you want. Should yeah. So this is the prone again. I'm gonna turn on some of my traps over here. I shot the LOL so I could show you guys that these aliens, there's a pattern to them. They come really when you're playing, like, not hardcore, when you're playing these games, they come really from 2 angles. So right now they're spawning from this angle right here. And if you can see, they're going to be coming from the left side over there as well. I gotta be careful because there's a tank right there. call out my vulture one. And now they're coming back on this side over here. So again, there's a pattern to these things. You just gotta identify the pattern and get rid of them. And that's it. I mean, it's really not that challenging. I'll let that guy go. And that's it. That was the whole challenge right there. I haven't really searched everywhere yet. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't searched around here yet. But since I only got an hour to get this done, let me move last couple of tanks that are over here. There's one here.
The drill is halfway there.
And there's another one down here. Might as well search this real quick. Alright, cool.
Nice.
Here's a knife. This is actually quite useful.
Trap activated.
Not a lot that we can knife at these parts over here, but it's okay. So this whole time I haven't really been focusing on the aliens. I'm really just moving tanks around and searching here and there, but even having basically the shield on my back is more than enough to keep them at bay. Finish searching real quick here and see what else I can find. What the hell? It would help if I... There we go. Held on to it. That's kind of dangerous because that guy's right there next to all my tanks. Alright, let's see what else is over here. Another search box here. So I don't know if I said this earlier, but don't search with pistol, guys. You're not going to find anything. There's a grip right here. I already had one, so it turned my gun yellow or gold. It doesn't always turn gold immediately. It takes some time. Alright, move this turret. Not the turret, the drill. See what the next challenge is. Another thing you got to really get in the habit of is when you run, guys, you got to run with pistols. Alright, so this is turrets. So this is another easy one. I already have a turret on me, so I'm just going to turn that on, and that's more than enough to get this done. I'll even turn my traps on again. Alright, so I should have got most of the tanks already. You can actually aim, and you can tell your vulture where to shoot at. Without you shooting, you can just aim. That's all you got to do is just aim. Especially when it's maxed out, it'll follow your gun basically everywhere you aim. That's a little trick when you have a percentage challenge. Just aim at them, and the vulture will follow them and shoot them.
Nice.
Got a bunch of these salt lamps laying around on the ground. That's about all the search boxes, I think, too. Alright, yeah, let's go up here. So if at all possible, you really want to keep the high ground and basically everything. If you keep the high ground, you can see them coming. There's no need for them to ever get close to you.
Meteors coming down.
So I'm just going to stand up here and just pick them off. See? It's easy as pie. Once you get to about 6,000, that's my max. I can't really hold any more money, so I'm throwing out stuff because I got too much money. So even in little short spurts, I'm gonna run. I left one over there. So little short spurts even, where you're running, just get in the habit of putting pistols on and then you can run. Yeah, so it's a totally different strategy when you're playing hardcore and then staying alive and being fast is really more imperative than, you know, having a weapon specialist. But it's different. Everybody runs their own classes. Just run where you're comfortable. Don't let anybody tell you, you know, what's better than what's not. I've ran just about every class, and some are more advantageous than others. But it's really up to your preference, to be honest. So just from this angle right here, as you can see, I'm already maxed out on money, so I need to get rid of some money. I'm gonna go turn on some of these traps over here. Might as well, because I'm about to get money when this challenge is over right now. The game is about to give me money anyway.
Electric fence is live.
I think that's about it for this side. I'm gonna move this. Here's another little glitch, but I'm gonna move this. Is that it? I think I'm missing one. Hold on a second. Yeah, I am missing. Oh no, I'm not. Alright, cool.
Stay frosty.
So I'm gonna move this thing back to the other area that we just came from. And believe it or not, when you shoot at the hive, it actually goes down faster. Now you have the option to take it all the way back to the very beginning. I tend to leave it right about here, right by the hive, or the sign right here. And funny thing is, when that hive is destroyed over there, the drill is just going to spawn right next to you, so there's no need for you to come back and run after it. So just want to make sure my traps are on so they can put in some work. And the sooner I can kill this hive, the sooner I can get out of here. As you can see, blowing all those traps, or those tanks I should say, did a little bit of damage. I'm gonna call my vultures so they can put in some work against these things right here. And I'm gonna stay right by the trap right here so they can, if they try to attack me, that trap is gonna protect my back a little bit at least. And again, the main thing that I'm worried about here is really the scorpions. That's about the only thing that could really hurt me. I'm gonna get my shield up again, might as well. This is pretty much done right here. There's always a rhino right here that comes up. You can kill him, you can let him go, it's really up to you. But every time you kill him, you get more money, so.
This'll work.
And you can see that drill, it spawned literally right next to me again. We got a couple of overachievers over here. Give me a sec. There we go.
Stay frosty. We got more targets to clear.
Oops. Sorry, I'm reading something while I'm trying to play at the same time. Couple things that I want to bring up to you guys' attention. You'll see players with like modded profiles and they have I don't know, 49,000 completion missions completed and 49,000 teeth or insane things like that. Those are really people with modded profiles. Those guys tend to be really shitty players. They didn't put in the effort to really do the work and earn the stuff on their own by playing and learning. They just had somebody mod their profile or they did it themselves, whatever the case is. And they just don't have the experience. So you can mod everything you want, but at the end of the day, you don't have the experience and you tend to be a shitty player. So on this side, there's no need for tanks. There's really no tanks anyway. I'm just gonna get these searches, and I keep letting go of this. Get these searches done out of the way real quick.
Score. Score.
There's another. Those knives come in handy, especially on the run back. So
Score.
Couple of flares. Flares are useful for when you do challenges, especially like the trap challenges, when you want to move aliens to a certain part. I mean, they're useful.
Nice.
I left that money on the ground. As you can see, I already have 6,000. I really can't carry anymore, so it's not necessary. You can pick the trophy. The trophy is really to cover you, obviously, from the scorpions. That's what it's there for. I put it there. You'll see later on at the end of the game why I put it there. But
Score.
so far, it's looking like a pretty standard game. So that's all the searches, with the exception of the one on top of the barn there. I'm not too concerned over that. I'm just gonna leave it there for the time being. Try not to throw money out, or throw ammo out, I should say, until the challenge starts. Specifically because of stuff like this. Like, what if I just threw cryptid ammo and then I have to start the challenge? I wouldn't have, you know, that's $2,000 less that I just don't have because I threw it out prematurely. So, just gonna get all these traps going. Again, they put in a lot of work. They're on the drill. That's fine.
Electric fence is live. Electric fence is live.
I'll even buy this just so I can spend some money.
Trap activate.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, next time I call my vulture, this whole thing could be done. Or I could throw ammo and I could get this challenge done, whatever the case is. So over here, I mean, if you basically come out here, you could literally just chill right here at the edge. You can get most of them. They don't have a particularly good angle to hit you from the back because you're being covered there. I'll get down just so I can get this challenge done. There. Now I maxed out my vulture, so when he comes out again, it's going to be shooting a lot of rockets, and it's a pretty cool thing to have. I like it far more than I do the turrets.
Scorpions, look out!
When you play as well, guys, try to not ready up unless you have a full lobby, and I'm talking like 4 people in the lobby. Otherwise you get some jackass joining midway through your game and you never know what they're gonna do. They could mess up the challenges, or it could be a total new person that doesn't know how to play. You just gotta watch out for things like that. Depending on your loadout, also don't throw bouncing betties. Alright, here's the percentage challenge. So again, the same concept. Check it out, guys. Look. Well, whenever they live long enough. It's too weak. Just want to shoot somebody once. So there we go. One shot. That's it. I'm just gonna keep these traps going and keep my vulture going, and I'm just gonna knife these guys. That's all I'm gonna do. If I need to throw a flare out, I can throw a flare out, but I'm not overly concerned about that. This is why these soul flames come in handy. You can blow these things up pretty easily. Alright, my vulture went out, so just called another one here. I could use the flare if I wanted to, but like I said, I'm not worried. Even if the drill gets down into the 30s, I'm not overly concerned about it.
Electric fence is live. Electric fence is live.
Just put those traps to good use. Let them work for you. You can even go and knife these guys when they blow up, but you're gonna get hurt. But then again, I'm a tank, I don't really care. I got too much money already, so I'm gonna throw some ammo out just so I'm ready for the next one. I'm not gonna call my vulture out just yet. I want to make sure I have a full 6,000 when I start this next challenge, just in case I want to spend it on something else. Let's see. Yeah, there wasn't a box up here in the barn either.
Let's keep moving.
Let's see what the challenge is on this one. Leaper. Alright, the Leaper is a little different. You want to try not to kill him with traps. It's like the one asshole that's not moving too much, like that guy right there. I don't know how to explain it, but he, if I didn't have Feral Instincts on, he looks a little bit different. I'm gonna stay over here actually. The further away you are from the drill, they tend to come to you. The aliens come to you. They want to kill you. So if you just stay away from the drill, they tend to not go over there. And I'll show you that on this next, let's see. Yeah, they're all gonna come from this side. So now that I'm gonna stay on this side over here, I mean, I could come over here and just use the trap and just hide behind the trap and let them come to me. And as you can see, it's really my vulture doing a lot of the work and the trap. I already have too much money again, so gotta get rid of some. Now that trap is gonna go on and off periodically, you just gotta turn it on, that's all. See, trap turned off. I'm just gonna come up here, turn it on, and go hide right behind it again. And if you just focus on the scorpions, the rest of it is pretty much cake.
The drill is halfway there.
My vulture went out, so I immediately called it again. At the end, on the last hive right here, when we do this one, you really don't want to be down here because you're going to get jizzed on by all these scorpions that are going to be behind you. So let the trap do some work, and you're gonna want to be up here on higher ground. Pretty soon there's gonna be a rhino that's gonna come out here as well. Ah, there he is. I called him. Let me get up here because that trap's about to go off. Turn it on and I can make short work of this rhino real quick. And that's that. I hear a scorpion jizzing at me somewhere there. So the hive is about to be done, so what I'm going to do, since I'm going to get money right now as soon as the hive is done anyway, I'm going to take this time and spend some money on these traps. So I'm about to really make that money right now anyway, when this is done, so there's no rush.
Electric fence is live.
And that's it. So again, try not to throw ammo until the challenge starts, basically. Why? Because what if you have a weapons challenge and you just picked up cryptid ammo and now you don't have enough to throw it again? So here's a glitch. I'm gonna set this and I'm gonna run away from here. Let me see if it actually works on this side. Nah, it's not. I'm gonna try to get away from this side so the aliens come at me over here. I'm gonna throw a flare just for shits and giggles, just so I can get this thing done and over with. There was another flare under the barn, if I'm not mistaken. Sure enough. Looks like that scorpion is playing hard to get because he's not coming over here like he's supposed to. That's alright. I'll go say hi to him over there. Stop running. Come here. It's so weak. He died almost right away. Alright. I don't want to call my vulture out over here because I mean these guys are so weak, to be honest, that they just die right away with the vulture, especially a maxed out vulture. But this one saw the flare, so I can get him. And that's that. Now I can call my vulture. And again, if you just stay away from the drill, you know, they're not gonna go messing with it. You just gotta stay away from it. I can cover the drill from here if I wanted to, but they're gonna come to me anyway. Why would I go by the drill and put the drill in danger? So once you're shooting cryptid ammo, like I said, it doesn't really matter what class you decide to go with, because you're shooting the best ammo in the game anyway. So chances are they're gonna die. So the ammo, the loadout I should say, doesn't really matter terribly. Let's get rid of this last cupcake over here.
All right, that's one down. Let's keep moving.
I don't know about you. I sure could use an upgrade.
We didn't see a seeker challenge in this one, but basically when there's a seeker challenge, just don't go running around everywhere unnecessarily. Stay together and ideally stay somewhere where you have something covering your back. So this is another prime example as to why not spend money until the challenge starts. It's just like that, you know, I did almost half the challenge right there. And this is why I put that this is why I put this here, so it can cover me from the scorpions, because I don't want to be in the low ground. I want to be up here where I can see them coming. So my traps are coming off. I still want to keep them on, and it gives me a chance to spend some money anyway. And now I got too much money, so I gotta get rid of some. So by the time I call my vulture again, the challenge will be done anyway, so there's really no rush. For one person, 6,000 is really easy to do. You just don't rush anything, man. Just relax. As a matter of fact, I got too much money. So that's the challenge, and that's basically a completionist. For you guys that don't know what that is, it's when you do the game and you do every single challenge in the game. And that's one of the harder trophies to get, but people can't seem to do the challenges, so. Should have played this in hardcore so that you could see the difference, but hardcore is different tactics. On that one I would run tank and medic and probably have fast hands, because it helps to shoot faster. You can see how that trap is being really effective down there doing this job. As long as you keep those things running, guys, chances are they're really not going to do much to you at all. So when you're new, microphones they're pretty useful, because you know you can coordinate with other players. You don't, you know, that way you know what you're doing. But as some of the best games I've ever played, to be honest with you, are with people that didn't say a single word to me throughout the whole match. Why? Because they just know what you're doing just by observing. They see what you're doing. They see you moving tanks around, or they see you focusing on the Hive, blowing it up, and you know, some of the best matches I've ever had were with people that weren't even talking at all. But some people get butthurt and they join a lobby, and if you don't have a mic, they back out, and they don't look to see that you have thousands of legit games or thousands of games under your belt, and you know, you could be helpful. But whatever, I mean, it's preference at the end of the day. I'm personally not here to socialize anyway. I don't care if you got a mic or not. I just came here to play. So stuff like this whole game is like super simple. It's really not even challenging, not when you're shooting cryptid and arc attachments and all this other stuff. When you run back, running back, you have to make it there. Ideally, if you want to get a platinum finish by 1 minute and 45 seconds. That's kind of important. You really want to make sure that you're in the helicopter. You've had the whole damn game to kill aliens. When you run back, the intent of running back is to get in the damn chopper. So don't be the one jackass standing outside. Everybody's in the circle and you're out there killing the last 10 aliens. You're only really giving yourself a shittier score. That's really all you're doing. Got too much money again. Pretty much it, guys. I mean, I'm gonna go get one of the knives. I know there were 2 of them. There's one on that side, I want to say, and one here. Oh, that. Alright, I got one here. I'm pretty sure the other one was down here. Yeah, cool. So this is really overkill on the run back. There's no need for 2 knives. So I can knife the rhinos, but it is what it is, whatever. I got lucky. What else did I want to cover? When somebody throws cryptid at you, every time I throw this out, if you see I got 6,000, now I got 4,000. That costs $2,000 every time somebody throws it out. So the rule of thumb is when somebody throws that at you, give them some money. And the way you do that is by pressing the L1 to aim and then X at the same time, and you hold it for a few seconds, about 3 seconds, and that way you drop a box with money. Now you have to wait until that person grabs it, instead of, you know, throwing it back to back to back. You're just wasting your own money. You have to give them the time to grab the money so that, you know, they can replenish what they just spent. What else did I want to cover over here? I try to go over all the challenges so you guys kind of get a gist of it. Just again, focus on the patterns or where they're coming from. They always come from 2 different angles. Now that completely goes out the window when you're playing hardcore, because they attack you from everywhere. Aside from that, your strategy changes a little bit when you're playing hardcore. It's more about being maneuverable, being able to move fast. Really, hardcore speed is what saves you, so you need to be able to move quickly. Again, refrain from throwing stuff out until the challenge starts. So if it's a weapon challenge and somebody doesn't have that weapon, they can go buy it and you still have enough money to throw ammo out. There's no need to level up your ammo all the way to level 4 like this one right here. There's really no need. I did it just because I don't have anything else to spend it on. But this level 4 right here, where it says +4, where it says Cryptid Slayer ammo, this has the same effect as level 3. All it does is that it replenishes the ammo for the players that are running limited ammo. If you have that perk on that you put limited ammo, basically you can just chill by that box and you can replenish ammo little by little if it's level 4. But aside from that, you really don't need it. Big thing, don't throw bouncing betties next to the drill, please. You're gonna blow it the hell up, and you'll see the drill go from 100 or 80% or whatever down to 0, because the aliens are gonna go to the drill, and the bouncy betties are gonna blow up, and it's gonna blow up the drill. So please try not to do that. I think I just about covered everything. I wrote down some notes over here just so I don't forget some of these things. Oh, one last thing. If you get the sniper challenge over here, and I'll go through this real quick, and just for shits and giggles, there's a glitch right here that you can stand up on top of these things. It's a little harder. It's harder than it looks to get up here, especially if you're not a medic. But you can get up here. You just gotta watch out for the scorpions jizzing you down, and you'll die right away. There's 2 sniper rifles in this area. There's this one right here, and there's one right up there. You want to use this one. That other one up there is a single shot. This VKS, it's like a 8-shot or 7-shot, 10 if you got extended mags. So if you get the sniper challenge, that's the one you want to use. Don't grab the single shot, because that sucks. So I'm going to throw Feral so I can move a little bit faster. And I'm just going to run, call my vulture. And I'm going to turn some of these traps on while I knife my little guy right here. Turn this on, and might as well grab that other knife that I left over here. And turn this guy on. So you just got to run back. That's all you got to do. 1:45 is what you're trying to beat. There is a glitch right here that you can put a grenade turret on the other side of this fence, and when you run back you can grab the turret through the fence, and it'll make that other thing that drops down there come up real quick, and you basically get to the finish line in about, I don't know, 2-minute time frame instead of 1:45. It's gonna be another rhino here. I'm gonna make it my bitch just because I can. And for once, I'm going to turn on my weapon specialist so you can see what it does. Basically kills things a little bit faster. If I wasn't already, but that's what it does basically. This guy's going to come up there. So now I got 2 rhinos. Way overkill. And this doesn't drop until roughly like 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so. So we got some time. I got here a little early, so it's probably gonna drop a little early. Yeah, it definitely will. Here we go. See, 2 minutes and 18 seconds it went down. And over here, I mean, you got a bunch of ways you can run. Personally, you can run back over here if you think you're gonna get killed. If you're running a bunch of relics, you can literally run the back way over here. Let's say you got 7 or 8 relics and Fragile was one of them and you're dying. You can literally just run back through the backside and that's it. So again, your point is to run away. You're not trying to fight anymore. I've had all game to kill stuff. I just want to get in the chopper now and go home. And my 2 rhinos are going to pretty much handle everything else after that. That's about it, guys. Oh wow, and even 600. Anyway, I'll do another video in hardcore here in a second, and actually no, not hardcore. I'm gonna do a rhino run and show you guys how to fight off basically 40-50 rhinos. And I'm only recording on my PS4, and this thing only records for about an hour. So when I start that recording, I'm gonna start when the rhino run starts, towards the end of the game, and this way you guys don't have to watch the entirety of the game leading up to that point. But hopefully you learned something from this. Hopefully it helps somebody. If you still have any questions or you want to know more about the glitches, there's a bunch of YouTube videos. You just got to Google like Call of Duty point of contact glitch. A bunch of them will come up and it'll show you, you know, LOL, the infinite LOL, different maps. You can do SAP on Nightfall, and on Exodus you can do this Neversoft glitch as well. There's a bunch of different glitches, a bunch of spots that you can stand up on and minimize how much damage you take. But I just hope this helped. I know I've been talking for 45 minutes, but hopefully it helps somebody. You guys take care.